Hey. Let me make some adjustments here. Let's see what we got here. Okay, that's better. You know what? Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue on this Thursday night live stream. Who in here? Who up in her? Brandon Williams. What up, bro? What's going on? I'm gonna wait for more folks to arrive before I get into the topic of discussion. Let me look at my see what I got here. I'm chilling, brother. I'm chilling. So apparently you can hear me. So I guess I'm good on the audio. Need to turn this down a little bit. Kid Mega, what up, bro? What's going on? How's everybody doing this evening, man? How's y'all week been? One more day for the week to be over. You know, like I said in my last video, this is the part of the season where, well, the off season that is, that we get a little frustrated with, because it's like, okay, there's no football, there's no big news really going on. Free agency is not here just yet. It is coming very soon, because the start of the league season is in a week or two. So yeah. Lola, what up? What's going on, Lola? What's going on, John? Sandman, what's up, Sandman? Prayers up for you, Sandman. You know I always got your back, brother. You always in my prayers, bro. Chase Nichols, what's going on? Are you ready for Russell Williams to be? Oh my God, that's not gonna happen though. That's not gonna happen. Chase, forget what you heard. All right. So again, Kid Mega, tell wifey I said, hey. Thomas Garrett, what's going on, man? Chris can too. So this is the thing, Chase. And you guys should already know this. I'm probably speaking to the choir when I say this, but understand that, like, when y'all hear news about this random stuff about this quarterback going here, this quarterback going here, unless it's an actual, like, definitive thing, understand that people are just trying to figure out what to talk about. You know what I mean? There's nothing going on right now, so people are just throwing shit out of their ass at this point. What up, Classy? Howdy. Yeah. Wilson ain't coming to Dallas. Wilson is going to stay with the. I'm. You know what? Seattle will be dumb to lose him, just like the Cowboys will be dumb to lose Dak. We've already seen everything going on with this year, and seeing Carson Wentz being traded again. These are first round draft picks that got traded away. Jared Goff, Carson Wentz. And I've said this before, Dak Prescott is now the only quarterback in the 2016 draft that is still starting for his team, or either that or not on the team anymore. Everybody else is either traded or they're a backup or they're not in the league anymore. All the other quarterbacks that got drafted in 2016. Can you believe that? That's crazy. You're still in disbelief we drafted Tristan Hill in the first. Well, actually, no, John. Technically, it was the second round because, again, we didn't have a first round that year because we used it on the trade with Amari Cooper. So technically, he was drafted 58th overall, which was technically a second round pick. So, yeah. Russell Wilson's baiting. Yeah, Russell Wilson ain't going nowhere. Sling, what's going on, Sling? Anthony Brown is slower. Now he gets burned now. Anthony Brown, I don't think he's slowed up. I think that the scheme has got them thinking too much. So that's the issue. What's going on, Shay? Welcome in, Shay. Mike Fisher is correcting a lot of these rumors. Yeah, I know. I saw his video. Why would we draft Tristan Hill round one? But again, it technically wasn't a first round draft pick. He was a second round draft pick. But again, we know who wanted Tristan Hill when we got him. That was Rod Marinelli. Now I think Tristan Hill's going to be better next season. He showed a lot of promise, right before his ACL tear. Tom Brady got all these quarterbacks moving into different teams. Yeah, Chase. And I'm glad you brought that up because again, we have to stop looking at Tom Brady and just looking at him as a measuring stick. You can't do that. Tom Brady has done things that no other quarterback has done in the NFL. Period. Uh, Everybody who's falling for this crap is dumb as rocks. Exactly. Um, it's all a smoke screen. You know that. Hey, did you see the video from Dallas Cowboys Network saying why we should draft J.C. Horn instead of Caleb Farley? Now I'm starting to want Horn at pick 10. See, a lot of reasons why people want Horn is because his dad was in the NFL. You know what I mean? Like he's a legacy. So you know what I mean? Like when you look at legacy players, everybody wants to see them drafted. Now, shout out to Cowboys Network, my young bro Skywalker. Skywalker still great channel, love his channel. He does a lot of good work. Now, when you look at guys like J.C. Horn and Caleb Farley and Surtain, whatever you get at 10, I don't think you could really go wrong there. Now, I think me personally, I think that Farley and Surtain are a little better than J.C. Horn. But J.C. Horn, I don't know. Depending on where his draft stock goes, he actually might be a late first, maybe top second round pick. I'm loving the term "do right." The organization isn't doing Dak wrong. Give me offensive tackle Slater from Northwestern University. I really like Slater at that position. I do. If Slater's there, get him. Oh, Kim Mega, thank you for the super chat, bro. Appreciate you. Dave, what's going on, man? I think Slater would be there though, because if you look at the top 10, right? We're picking at 10. You look at everything that's before that, you're probably going to see 4 quarterbacks come off. So that's already 4 picks gone. There is I actually, to be honest with you, I think that maybe one of the cornerbacks and safeties that we want will probably be taken before Slater. So if you look at that, imagine if Philly drafts a quarterback round 1. Philly, the Eagles are a shit show right now. Look, we didn't even talk about their coach that they signed. That coach is not gonna do well for the Eagles at all. Like, I don't see this guy. And after watching his press conference, oh, thank you, Lola. Oh, and also Lola, it has my it's got E2 Blue on it too. You like that? Yeah, it got E2 Blue on there. So can't nobody take this hat because it got my name on it. Got my name on it. You gotta put your name on it. Gotta put your name on it. You think Slater goes to the Bengals? I hope not. Strong rumors about Philly drafting the quarterback. Now, if they draft the quarterback, after all that you did, so you getting rid of Doug Peterson, which got you a Super Bowl 3 years ago, right? Then you get rid of Carson Wentz. They literally need to give that young quarterback Jalen Hurts a chance. Get some because Deshaun Jackson's going to be out. Obviously, I don't know what they're going to do with Alshon Jeffrey. I know they got some other young wide receivers out there, but they need more weapons more than they need a quarterback. But enough about the Eagles. David Jenkins, what's going on, man? But yeah, I got sidetracked. What was I talking about before? Oh, I was talking about those rumors and stuff like that. With these quarterbacks going around, you can't use Tom Brady as a measuring stick because, like I said, Tom Brady has done so much more than any other quarterback has ever done in the league. We can sit here and honestly say that he's probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest, quarterback to ever touch the NFL at this point. With now having 7 Super Bowls and things of that nature, and going to another team in a COVID year, mind you. And now, granted, he did bring some of his weapons with him. He did get some guys that he's comfortable with, like Antonio Brown and things of that nature. Some of the guys that he's cool with. Um, yeah, Dave, they were talking about releasing him because he's injury prone, Dave. But yeah, so Tom Brady's just Tom Brady. There's no defense that he hasn't seen. So you can't throw any looks at him that he hasn't seen. So that's one thing you can't as a quarterback at this point in his life, you can at 42, 43 years old, you can't confuse him as a defense. You just got to play what it is. But you also have to give the Buccaneers defense credit in that Super Bowl because they stepped the hell up. And when I tell you the defense win championships, it does. Now, with a team like the Dallas Cowboys, we have the offense. You just need your defense to stop the run. Because if you stop the run and you pressure the quarterback, 9 times out of 10, even if your back end isn't all that great, right? You can win many games with a great offense and a team that can stop the run and put pressure on the quarterback. That is a middle of the road pack defense right there. That'll definitely get you at least to the championship game. So let's look at it like that. I know some of you guys are like, man, fuck it. Let's just blow this team up and start over. No, we're not in rebuilding mode. We are pieces away. We've always had talent on this team. The issue is we haven't had the coaching staff to do the right thing by these players, man. We've wasted many careers like Tony Romo, Jason Witten. We've DeMarcus Ware. We have ruined people's careers. Now, D Ware did go to the Broncos and get a Super Bowl, but still, like, these players have to go to other teams to win Super Bowl. And it sucks that we can't get this team together and doing something. It's just like the Jones family just can't get out of their own way. Any word on Dak? We're getting into that, Dave. Slowly matriculating into that convo. No, Russell Wilson not coming to the Cowboys. That's a farce. That's not going to happen. The 49ers had the defense to win the Super Bowl. Too bad their quarterback was ass. Exactly, Chase. But you got a young, good quarterback in Dak Prescott. This guy has a rapport with every damn wide receiver on this team. Come on now. Cedric Wilson, you ain't even hear nothing about Cedric Wilson once Dak Prescott went down. Because Dak Prescott knows how to make these second and third level guys play well. No other quarterback on his roster can do that. Defense wins chips is not just a phrase, it's proven. 45 of Super Bowl winners had a better defense. Exactly. We wasted these careers, man. And I'm telling you, coaching matters. Coaching matters, man. And this is the thing. What up, Mario Sanchez? This is the thing that kills me, though. Mike McCarthy is a really good coach. We know that. But some of you guys got to pump your brakes on already giving up on McCarthy. Understand that, like, the Joneses have handcuffed him since he got here. It's like, okay, we're going to allow you to sign this coach. Yeah, he made a mistake by, hiring his friend or whatever. And that's the reason why you need to vet these coaches coming in and actually give them interviews and just instead of just hiring on the street. So I'm tired of hearing about everybody and their grandpa coming to Dallas. I know, Shay. I know. It's always like that because it's America's team, right? If the Cowboys sign Awuzie, do you think they are a bigger threat to us than Washington? Yeah, because Awuzie is not a bad corner. And I'm telling you, some of these guys that you guys are shitting on right now on this team, they're not as bad as you think they are. Understand they are a victim of bad scheming and bad coaching. Because we've seen these guys play better before. Some of you guys didn't want Damian Wilson on this team. He is a starter now for Kansas City. Him and Anthony Hitchens are out there, a 1-2 punch for Kansas City on their defense. So, what up, Juan Cruz? Shout out to Juan Cruz. Yeah, that's another thing too, Chris, with Gregory. Randy Gregory, we'll talk about him as well. But yeah, like, Well, see, that's the thing, Mark Smith. It's like I don't you will never hear me beating dead horses on this channel. Normally, when I talk about certain situations, I talk about what other people are grieving about, and then I kind of make sense of the situation. If you notice, and if you watch enough of my channel, you know that like that's what I do in my videos. I literally um, take a lot of the bullshit that I hear, and I basically formulate something that makes sense, and give you guys a realistic approach to it. Because you will never hear me just blurt out of my mouth like, "Oh, well, when they say this guy's coming here, this guy's going there," you're never going to hear me say, "Oh, well, I'm just going to jump on that bandwagon." No, I like to sit back and meticulously think about, you know, what makes sense. Because again, you're not going to hear me spew no bullshit out of my mouth. I don't do that. Yeah, the Joneses in general need to get it together, man. You talk about 3 years, 124.5 million. You said it's too much. The Cowboys had a chance to, and that's the thing. They blew it. They blew it. They blew it. Dak wanted 4. Well, Dak's agents wanted 4 last year, so you should have just gave him the 4-year contract. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing that irritates me. Like you should have signed him last year or the year before. They wouldn't have been in this situation because again, the way that the market value goes up, it goes up every year. You're gonna have to pay him more and more every year. I don't know why they're dragging their feet on this. Just give him his damn contract and figure this shit out. Like it's not that hard. Now I don't know if Dak would agree to a 6-year contract. Now that would make more sense because you can do that for 124 million. You can spread that money out throughout 6 years. That's more time to spread it out. But 124 mil, that's what 41.1, 41.2 a year in 3 years. That's a lot. It's a lot of money. But because again, you don't need you don't need a whole lot of cap space for this defense. You just need to get a couple of guys, and most of those you can draft. You get you some veteran defensive tackles, not Don Terry Poe, but get some guys that are going to work, that come to work. That are going to work hard for your team. I think that Dan Quinn is going to get this defense right because again, we're going back to the 4-3, where most of these players that we already have on this team are good at doing. I think that's gonna work. You get Dak to a decent contract and just stop it because again, forget about the defense. If you don't sign Dak, what the hell are you gonna do? You're not gonna get. We're not in a position in the draft to even get a quarterback that's gonna be good enough to come in here to run this damn offense. If you don't sign Dak, it's going to you're gonna set your offense back, and you're wasting the talent of Amari Cooper, young CeeDee Lamb, and Michael Gallup. You are going to waste all the talent that you have on offense by not signing Dak Prescott. That is the first thing you have to do. Okay, if you move up from 10, understand that teams are going to ask you to give up the farm. You can't move up from 10 to draft a quarterback. Why the fuck would you move up from 10 to draft a quarterback and give up multiple first round picks for years to come? No, we're not going to be like Washington and the Eagles. We're not doing that. I'm not messing up my future draft picks to go and get a young quarterback that you don't even know that's going to even play right here. Because again, you already know the Joneses always fuck shit up. But you already have a quarterback in Dak Prescott that already knows his offense, that already knows these players, that already has the respect of this team, and for the most part, the fan base. That'd be the dumbest thing to do to let him walk because all Dak is going to do is go to another team and he is going to show us how dumb we are and he's going to make us look like a boo-boo to fool. That's it. Yeah, Mark Smith, it does. You're right. It takes both sides to make a deal. But the problem is Tony Romo didn't have this issue when he was getting his money. Why the hell does Dak Prescott have to go through all of this? You know that when you know God damn. You know that I can't even. It's just so frustrating because you seen what this team is like without Dak Prescott on the field. I love how like the talking heads say that Dak needs Ezekiel Elliott to play well. So you don't think Zeke needs Dak too? Because we've seen what happened with Ezekiel Elliott's game plan this year. Well, so much for that. Just like Brady, Romo isn't fair either. There's plenty of reasons why he wasn't having this. Yeah, but we're not gonna go into those reasons. You said, would I be upset if they drafted Kyle Pitts? Now that's a whole different. Yeah, I would. I would kind of be upset because I want them to go defense right there. The only offensive play I really want to see you do at number 10 is offensive line. Now, even though Kyle Pitts that's like that CeeDee Lamb pick. That's like that guy when it's there and it's like, ooh, is that the best pick available? Shit, you might not have a choice but to get him at that point. But just imagine Kyle Pitts in his offense. But if you get Kyle Pitts at number 10, you better make sure that you sign Dak Prescott. mm, mm. Faulkner, you might have something there. I really don't understand how some Cowboy fans don't want to sign Dak. Then who is right? Right, Lola. Tell them. Then who? Who else you gonna get? You see the way these quarterbacks are getting tossed around the league like hot potatoes. Best player available. You know the Cowboys love tight ends. Yes, they do. And I'll be honest with you, that'd be such a Jerry thing to do. If Kyle Pitts is right there, he'd be like, you gotta pull that goddamn trigger on there right there. Get you some damn Kyle Pitts. Let's go on ahead and get Kyle Pitts right there at number 10. We're going to get the Kyle Pitts at number 10, and we're going to show y'all our offense is going to be dynamic. And then we're going to get this big-ass poster board of Kyle Pitts as our first round draft pick, number 10, right there. We're going to put it on the board for y'all to see. And we're gonna just show the whole division why we're superior on offense. God damn it, we already good on offense. You just sign your damn quarterback. That's it. I really believe nobody is ever going to be good enough for some fans. And these are fans that probably really don't know the game of football, or should I say, the business side of football? Because again, it's a thin line between. People ain't got no common sense. That's a whole nother thing too. I mean, it would be too bad if. Because I doubt they re-sign Gallup next season. Now, this is the thing. That's really all of the Gallup, because I'm gonna tell you, Gallup really wants to be here, and I really think that Gallup will take a smaller deal to stay with this team. Now, if things go right this season, I can see the salary cap going up tremendously next year. You see what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it. It's a team. What has happened is to let the Romo thing go. It was a long time ago. I do agree that there's the only reason why I brought that up is because of the simple fact that other quarterbacks that we've had on this team didn't have issues getting their contract signed. We've never even had this issue with no damn quarterback. Nah, we're not gonna get no Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz hates the Cowboys, and I don't want Zach Ertz. He's at like a downstroke in his career. I don't want Zach Ertz. Let his ass stay over there. Let Zach Ertz stay over there with the Eagles. He's injury prone now. You're better off you might as well get Kyle Pitts. And see, that's the thing, AC1. If you tag Dak, if you tag him and he plays you better be sure that he's not going to be there. He's not going to be there next year. And this is my thing. You are going to set your team back. You think we ain't won a Super Bowl in 25 years? It's going to be even longer if you don't sign that, because now you're literally starting over. You're starting over with a young quarterback that don't know this team, with guys that's been on the team that already has a rapport with Dak Prescott. Why the fuck would you break up that monotony? Think about it like this. Now, maybe they might need to go ahead and sign Dak to that 3-year contract. And I'm going to tell you why I think so. Because look at everybody else that got 3-year contract. Mike McCarthy got a 3-year contract as a coach. Kellen Moore got a 3-year contract. So wouldn't it make sense? Wouldn't it make common fucking sense to have all of these guys right there together for the next 3 years, building what they've already started? Kellen Moore could have went to the Eagles. Kellen Moore could have went to Boise State. But Kellen Moore wanted to stay with the Dallas Cowboys because he saw what they're building here with this team and with Dak Prescott. So signing Dak Prescott means that Amari Cooper's number is going to go back up. Michael Gallup's numbers are going to go back up, and CeeDee Lamb is going to be even better than he was his rookie year. Now, Dak Prescott makes this whole thing function. Without him, you don't have that functionality. You don't have that same rapport. So it really doesn't make any sense to not have Dak Prescott. Period. You got to sign him. And anybody that says they don't like Dak still has not told me why. Like, and I hate LeVar Arrington. Like, when he talks, I'm just like, bro, you a damn linebacker. You don't know nothing about no damn quarterbacks or nothing like that. Of course, you're gonna talk negative about every quarterback in the league because he doesn't understand, and he's not a Cowboy fan, so he doesn't watch the Cowboys intently. And I also have to take an account of that too. These talking heads don't watch the Cowboys like we do. They just go back and look at the numbers and they judge just off the numbers. But you got to kind of know these players and seen how they progress throughout their career to even have a base. That's why when you guys watch us YouTubers, and it's a lot of us Cowboy YouTubers, shout out to the rest of my Cowboy YouTubers out there. We put in the work, man. We put in the work because we love this team. And I'm not a homer. I don't mind speaking negative about my team when it is negative. But I speak the truth. I speak like it is. I don't hold no cut cards for nobody. I don't make excuses for nobody because, one, I don't get paid for the team, and I don't know none of these players personally. None of them. So at the end of the day, there's nothing that's holding me from saying the truth. Nothing at all. Now, we know that Jerry is a businessman. We know that Jerry's about making money. We know that he's about the ratings. He's about the fan base and making sure that those numbers go up when it comes to the star. Yeah, he's still on FS1, King James. And Zeke's gonna play better with Dak being back. And this offense is gonna be dynamic again. You're gonna have a healthy Tyron. You're gonna have a healthy Lyle Collins. Lyle Collins learned from last year. He learned basically, don't bring your big ass to damn training camp out of shape. So they both been in the off season right now, busting their ass, getting stuff done so they can get in here and play well for the year. And see, Jeff, Dak's not damaged. Did you see him walking on the beach? You know how hard it is to walk on the sand? That would be bad for your ankles. Dak gonna be all right. I got confidence that Dak is he's gonna come back and he's gonna prove the haters wrong. And again, he's not damaged goods. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because he's not an injury-prone player. It was a freak incident. The same thing happened to Allen Hurns, and he came back the next year. And wide receivers run more than quarterbacks do. So for Allen Hurns to come back the next season to play, that Dak can. So yeah, we know that the quarterback salaries are getting out of control, but that's neither you nor I can control that. And to be honest with you, I'm not worried about it. It ain't my damn money. It ain't my money. Only thing, and I'm never gonna tell a grown man what the fuck he's worth. You will never hear me say on this channel what a guy is worth. I'll say that as far as your production, what what makes sense, right? But we know that in free agency, when you get a guy, that's just how it is. You're gonna pay market value for these guys. If this guy is in this certain echelon of players, they're gonna get paid such ways. You know what I mean? So you got to look at it from that standpoint. So don't sit here and just say, "Oh well, that guy's not worth that money." Shit, I wish a motherfucker would come to my job talking about what I'm worth and things of that nature. Nah, bruh. Nah, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. DC for life, appreciate you. You just finding me? Damn. But I appreciate it though. Alan Hearns came back. And then Jeff, he KO'd him. I knew somebody was going to say crazy Corvette. I knew somebody was going to say that. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that comment. But the fact is, crazy Corvette, you're right. You're right. But the fact is, he did come back and he did play. You know what I mean? And shout out to Jeff Heath. Don't y'all miss Jeff Heath now? Come on now. We sit here and we bitch and complain about Xavier Woods and Awuzie, and somebody in here said they don't want Anthony Brown either. So do you guys agree or don't you agree that these guys play better when they're in their actual 4-3 defense? Because again, we've seen we've seen Jordan Lewis play much better. Remember when Jordan Lewis first came out? We was like, oh, we love Jordan J. Lou out here laying the wood on. Because he's not now because of these new schemes. So what you got, Sling? Our secondary is going to be garbage next season if we don't sign one of the free agent cornerback. I think they will get a free agent quarterback. It's probably not going to be who you maybe want, but it'll be somebody that I'm pretty sure they're going to go get somebody that knows Dan Quinn's scheme and a bridge player that can help out. And of course, they will sign these get these young guys in the draft. Again, you're picking 10. So they're gonna have options at 10, guys. Y'all don't fret yourself over that. They're gonna have options. Yes, I love Diggs too. But what you don't want is a backfield, a secondary full of rookies and Diggs. That's what you don't want. So you got to keep Awuzie at least. You know what I mean? Anthony Brown's gonna be here because he's still got 2 more years on his contract. Yeah, Lola, you and I were on that same boat. Like, I never wanted Jeff Heath gone. Like, everybody kept shitting on Jeff Heath, saying, "Oh, he ain't doing it." Now, granted, he's not an every down safety, but I think that when you put him in on rotation and you come in, he lays that wood. I'm telling you. Yeah, Xavier Woods does. I didn't say that he didn't stink. You notice I didn't really mention Xavier. I was specifically more talking of Jordan Lewis and Awuzie. Xavier Woods can go. I'm fine with that. You said Dak needs a defense. Yes, every quarterback needs a defense. I'm telling you, quarterbacks need the most offensive line and a defensive line. That's what every quarterback in the league needs. That because you're not going to suffice without it. Tom Brady wouldn't have won that Super Bowl if the Bucks was not stopping. The Bucks shut Mahomes down. I never wanted Hitchens or Wilson gone either. Jeff Heath got hurt. We know that. They should have kept Byron Jones too. Now I get why they didn't re-sign Byron because he was going to be a little costly for what they wanted. But he's doing well with the Dolphins though. I'm telling you, these guys, they leave and they go to other teams and they play well. Yeah, that's what Jeff Heath did. He came in, he knocked the ball out of people's hands and intercepted it, and he laid that big hit on Derek Carr when we played the Raiders that year and knocked them out of the end zone, and that's how we won that game. Now, Mo Claiborne, he had to go only because of the simple fact that he could not stay healthy. That was his issue. He couldn't stay healthy. Imagine having Jeff Heath and Donovan Wilson on his defense. Ooh. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me find this. The cardboard game. um, yeah, at the time we did have money to sign Byron, but again, Lola, we already know what everybody was saying about Byron when we had him. They said that, oh well, he's not getting. Everybody was basing it off of interceptions. They're basically saying, oh, he's not getting interceptions, so he's not good for us. Blase, blase. We can go get another guy. The same old shit that people say all the time, every day. And what up, T Love? And again, like you said, yeah, we could build. We can definitely build onto this defense. Draft a bunch of young guys, but you're also going to need a couple of veterans back there to suffice too, because you need guys that have seen certain quarterbacks in the league, know certain quarterback tendencies, so they're not being confused by what these quarterbacks are throwing at them, literally. So you need a balance of young and old back there. Now I'm trying to find this. What I do with it? What I do with it? Mathod, man. Ooh, I love you, girl. Yeah, you definitely need vets. But you gotta have a balance though, because again, just imagine going back there game day, right? Game day, you lose a Woozier, you lose Xavier Woods, and you only thing you have back there is is the goddamn rookies and Diggs, right? All rookies and Diggs. Imagine that. Quietly hoping Panay Sewell. Yeah, well, see, look, somebody said that Sewell is better than Slater. Now, I think they both are versatile, but I think Sewell has a little bit more position flex than Slater does. But either way, I'll be happy with either one of them. But King James, he can Sewell could be there. Don't sleep on that. Don't think that he won't be there. He could possibly be there. So don't don't deny that yet. When will Jerry Jones retire? When he passes away. That's when he's. I really hope we keep our wide receivers together, but I hope we get another cornerback. So T Love, this is how I feel about that. You gotta have these wide receivers. This group of wide receivers that you have has so much chemistry with each other. You got to keep that together, which is the reason why you got to keep Dak Prescott. It only makes sense. It works hand in hand. A year, what up, Tierra? Tamira? A year. Tamira. Think we should go linebacker in the draft. You don't trust LVE? Yeah, with those injuries, I get it. But here's the thing, man. Um, they would definitely get a linebacker, but the Cowboys, they're gonna draft a linebacker like third round, maybe fourth. You said Gallup getting the bag next year. Um, Michael Gallup wants to be here. I don't think Michael Gallup wants to go to another team. Michael Gallup has the idea of he has the mindset of me of how I would if I was an NFL player. If 9 times out of 10, if you're playing on a team, right, and you're playing on a team and you see these guys, right, and you know what the camaraderie that you have with your team, you're having fun with these guys. This is your guys. You're producing, they're producing, everybody's eating, right? You love your atmosphere. You love what you got going on. I know that you might get a little bit more money somewhere else, but sometimes you got to stop and think: is the grass really greener on the other side? Because what if I go to another team and it doesn't work out the way that I wanted to work out? Then I kind of left a situation that was happy. I'm not going to leave a happy home for something that I'm unsure of. Now, we know that Cole Beasley wanted out, and he's doing better with the Buffalo Bills because they know how to use him. We didn't use him properly. And I think they learned from that mistake. Now that we got Gallup, they're utilizing the three guys that we have. But to keep that intact, you got to sign your quarterback. It all comes back to Dak. Everything, every move that you make on this team is predicated. It is predicated on you signing Dak. Dakota Prescott. Sign his ass. Will Tony Pollard and Zeke share the same amount of carries? So again, Johnny, we know that Zeke is a power back. We know that he's a gritty back. We know that he's a back that's going to get those sneaky yards. Tony Pollard is not a power back like that. So you can't use them the same way. But I formation, though, you can have both running backs in the game. With Dak Prescott, with that RPO, you don't know who's going to get the ball. They can do some dangerous things with that. But that's for another time. We'll talk about schemes and things once we get to training camp. Say thank you to Mr. Lee, and hopefully he becomes our linebackers coach of Draz Parsons. Well, we already have a linebackers coach, so they're going to have to make a position for him. You said it's a business. Michael Gallup gone to the end of the season. He may be, he may not. I mean, but that's a road we'll cross when we get there. I'm not going to worry about that right now because he's still going to play at least another year. But this is the thing also, though. The fact that you have a home run hitter like Tony Pollard, right? He's not the same type of back as Zeke. So again, having them in the game, if you're gonna go forward, not using a fullback, I don't know what they're gonna do with Jameis Olawale because remember he opted out this year, so their contracts kind of stopped. So he still has another year technically. So whether they decide they want to keep Jameis Olawale, that's going to make a difference on how you utilize these running backs as well. Now, you got to kind of pick your poison. Yeah, Pollard and Zeke on the field at the same time with Dak Prescott too. You don't know who's getting the damn ball. You don't know. You don't. Man, you can have Zeke. You can have him fake the handoff to Zeke. Zeke goes in to block the rushers coming in on Dak. Dak can act like he gonna throw the ball one way to maybe one wide receiver that's on the field because it'll probably be in that formation. It'll probably be like one wide receiver, one tight end in the field with that formation. Then throw the ball in the flat to Tony Pollard, be wide open for some chunk yardage. It's so many things you can do, man. What do I think about LVE? You think he'd be another Sean Lee, always prone to injury, especially LVE neck injuries? I'm not gonna say he's a Sean Lee just yet. I think I'm gonna give him another year and see what happens with these injuries. Now, if he gets injured again, then we'll see. We know that football is a hard sport. I played it myself, so I understand the injuries. I've torn my patella tendon myself, so I know how crazy football is. It's a very barbaric sport, but like we said, injuries are inevitable. They're going to happen regardless, but you just got to play it the way that you can. I know some, like you said, some guys are a little injury prone than others, but outside of the neck thing, I think he should be okay. He's just got to make sure that he tackles a certain way not to injure said neck. Sign your damn quarterback. We all get pumped up every year only to get let down. I wonder what year is coming to bring. And here's the thing. You never hear me say, oh, we're going to the Super Bowl. I'm optimistic going into the year. I think that, what we have and what we can use. But I feel like some of the reasons why we faltered is because we missed out on opportunities that we should have taken. Yes, I love what Dalton Schultz did last year with Blake Jarwin coming back as tight end one. I think that him and Schultz are going to be good. I think they need to re-sign the Belldozer too. Get him in there and block and utilize him in the pass game some too, because again, the Belldozer can catch too. You said we should re-sign Darryl Worley. Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that. Now, if they was gonna bring anybody back, why don't you bring back um Clinton Dix? Because again, I think the only reason why he got cut, not because of his play, I think it's because he was talking about Nolan. And we seen what happened with him and Brandon Carr. Those two cuts didn't make any sense to me. You had two veteran guys that could have made a difference on this defense. But it is what it is. Yes, I try to make good points, man. That's why I'm here. That's why I love to do my live stream so you guys can hear straight up what I'm talking about. Ring Ocho Cinco, that boy old as hell. We don't need no wide receivers. We good on receivers. Why would they do that? All right, well, since I got y'all attention, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break here, and we're gonna talk about my sponsor, J Elise Tea. So you guys, definitely check her teas out. Y'all know I've been drinking this tea faithfully. So the heart. This is the hibiscus, the heart tea. It's full body, flavorful. It's sweetened with honey, and they also have an unsweetened version of this. I like the sweet version because I like sweet things. Um, the unsweetened version for you guys that are diabetic, they can't have it. Um, there's that option too. It's organic, it's caffeine free, it's heart healthy, packed with vitamin C and antioxidant rich. Definitely check out her teas, jaleastea.com and jaleastea on Instagram. Check them out. Go ahead and get these teas, y'all. Support. It's a black owned business. Support these teas, man. These teas are good. She sends them to me. I drink them. They're delicious. They're good for you. And there's also a royal tea version too. That one has a light, crisp flavor. It's lightly sweetened with honey. Um, it has anti-aging properties in it. It's packed with antioxidants like this one and can help alleviate cold, flu, anxiety, depression symptoms. We know we're dealing with COVID, guys. So, anxiety, depression. I know a lot of you guys have probably been going through that. So go ahead and get this tea and stuff to kind of just quell some of your depression issues that you might have. It's organic and lightly caffeinated for the royal tea. Both of the teas are good. Go check out our website. Tell her that your boy E2 Blue sent you. And just go in there and just go on the site and see which ones that you want and check it out. Check it out. You said Stephen Jones is ruining the Cowboys. Yeah, well, see, I noticed that ever since that Jerry Jones has stepped down a little bit from, dealing with this team as far, because you don't hear much from Jerry anymore, right? He just talks whenever people are doing stuff. But I think that Steven won't negotiate with Ty France. They got to figure that out, man. They got to get over whatever that issue is they got with each other, and they need to just do what they need to do and get Dak Prescott signed, because this shit is starting to get embarrassing. You got talking heads out here trying to get rid of Dak. Like, people are so irritated right now. They don't even know what to think. It's like, okay, should we just get rid of Dak, or what are we doing here? What are we doing? Dave, you said you out. I appreciate you coming in, Dave. Uh, see, Donnie has the mentality of, if we sign Dak, okay. If we don't, I get what you're saying. I hear you, Donnie, and I think that your comment is probably like, you're probably just fed up, and I get it. I get it. But I look at it from a different standpoint, though, because if life will go on, but it ain't gonna go well. That's the problem. I think the Cowboys select Larry Sneed over Reggie Robinson. I don't know. And they didn't even utilize Reggie Robinson. Like that's the shit that killed me. They go get these players and then they don't play them till like the very end of the season. And then you just sitting there like, the hell are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know. You tell me what we are doing. Um, Cowboys are becoming the Browns. You talking about when they were struggling? Because they had years of struggle, and them Brown fans are patient because they've been them Brown fans. That dog pound is loyal as fuck. They've been there through the hard times, and now they are reaping their rewards. Well, yeah, Donnie, that's true. But I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. If it's gonna be hard for me to root for this team if they let Dak go. If they allow Dak to walk, it's gonna be really hard for me to continue to root for this team because that's gonna be the nail in the coffin for me. Because I look at it like this: I love as much as I love this team, you cannot like you have to make your fan base want to support you, right? It's just like running a business. If you don't take care of your customers, they're not going to support you. So, which means you're not going to make any money. So, Jerry Jones is still living off of the 90s Cowboys, the Super Bowl winning three time Super Bowl champs in the 90s Cowboys. They're still living off of the Great Wall of Dallas. We're not that team anymore. We have to stop with this whole glitz and glamour of the Dallas Cowboys. Like their mentality is when they recruit people, they're just like, "Oh, you want to come here because uh, we have a great facility. We got all these wonderful things here at the Star and this and that." So when you go to the Cowboys facilities, you get there and you're already in awe of how the facility looks. So it's like that's how they get their people. But again, if you don't start putting W's in the category, none of that shit is gonna matter because people are not gonna want to come to your team. They're not gonna want to play for your team. They're gonna be like, man, fuck this shit. We're good. We're gonna go over here and figure it out. That's what we're gonna do. Stephen Jones always telling us there's food at home instead of getting talent. You gotta do right by your team. Yeah, and Herschel Walker trades are definitely not gonna happen again. Um, I like that kid, Mega. I like that kid, Mega. I want the Sig Sawyer, uh, 228, the older one. That's my favorite one. I want that one. If I get my hands on one of them, I'm good. I know Thomas Garrett is getting old, and it sucks because we have to sit here and deal with it. I need to get a Did I hear about owls and chickens? What are you talking about? And you know it's funny because Stephen Jones will say all day, "Oh well, Dak Prescott is the guy. We know Dak Prescott is our guy." Well, go ahead and sign him. Just sign him. Stop wasting valuable time by not signing him. It's ridiculous. It's nerve wracking. It's undeniably it's a bunch of bullshit. Go ahead and sign. Hold on, Mark. I didn't say I stopped rooting for the team. I just said it would be hard to continue to root for the team. I didn't say I wasn't. I said I wasn't going to. I'm always going to be a Cowboy fan. But it's just, it's just another thing that the Joneses are going to fuck up. Because what's going to happen is Dak's going to go to another team. He is going like the Patriots. Fuck it up. Wouldn't it be some bullshit if Dak went to another team and won a Super Bowl? Wouldn't y'all be mad? Wouldn't y'all be mad? Because I know I'd be pissed. Pissed. And we still sitting here with the Kevin Hart face. Oh, okay. So these players going to other teams winning Super Bowls, but we can't get them over here in Dallas. That's the problem. Oh, you talking about the comment Jerry made? Yeah. So basically, that was just him basically saying that it didn't make sense. An owl fucking a chicken, like or something like that. Something like that. He said. But yeah, that's Jerry's old school way of saying that it didn't make sense. That's basically what it was. Defense, 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 defense. That's what you need. The lunatic, what up, bro? Thank you for the $2 holla, man. Appreciate you. Sign Dak, yes, you got to, you got to. There's no way in hell you're gonna sit here and tell me that is not your first priority. Again, this team is still riding on the '90s Super Bowl team. They're riding on that Great Wall of Dallas. They're riding on all the Trucker's life. What's going on, man? They're riding on the success of the past. We ain't done that in 25 years. You gotta get better. You have to take the talent that you have now because for years we've been wasting talent. You do not want to go through. Y'all remember that gap between Troy Aikman and Tony Romo, right? 17 damn failed quarterbacks between Troy Aikman and Tony Romo. 17. Yeah, that comment that Jerry Jones made, it was basically him just saying that whatever situation that the reporters asked him didn't make sense. So, I mean, he went kind of far as to just say something that don't make sense. But, that's Jerry. He's old. That's what he did. I guarantee you, if Dak went to the 49ers, he'll definitely be in the playoffs next year. You're relaxing in your rig, cooking dinner. That's what's up, man. Oh, you got a kitchenette inside your rig? I'll be honest with you, bro. I've never been inside of a semi truck, and I know every one of them is different. So I always wondered what they look like behind the driver's seat. Like, how big are the beds? Like, do you have a kitchen? You got a refrigerator in there? I'd be wanting to know like what it'd be like in there. Yeah, DC for life. That news about Russell Wilson, that's a bunch of bullshit. It's a farce. That's not gonna happen. He ain't coming to no damn Cowboys. Yes, Cantu. The worst period between Aikman and Romo. 17 failed ass quarterbacks. You don't want to go back to that. So just go ahead and sign Dak and stop playing around. Like, it's ridiculous. That's funny, Harold. Right, Ruglock. If this defense was like that, man, Dak would be winning all the fucking time. Because Dak is good for giving you a 40 burger in any game of the season. Right. Too many holes on defense. And you already cap strapped, so why the hell would you do that? And you know how much money that Russell Wilson makes? This is why I hate when fans be like, "Oh, I want Russell Wilson." You want Russell Wilson, so you want that heavy contract, but you don't want to pay Dak Prescott? Does this shit make sense? Even if you pay Dak Prescott what he's asking for, it's still cheaper than what Russell Wilson got. So miss me with this bullshit about trying to get another quarterback from another team. Because if you trade for a bigger contract, you're in the same situation. Actually worse. Because you're taking on that dead money. It's stupid. 4 playoff wins since 95. Is that the number of a great team? I mean, so this is what I mean, Donnie, when I say that. We had great players. The coaching was the issue in the past. That's what we know. You said, hold on, wait. You said you got air fryers, pots and pans, steam trays, freezer, and the fridge all plugged in cigarette lighter. Wow. How do you get all that to plug into the cigarette lighter? It doesn't short it out at all? It doesn't blow a fuse? And where you at now, Trucker's Life? What area are you in right now? That contract proposal with Dak at 41.5 a year, 17 mil cap hit in 2021 sounds like a deal both sides can agree on. Yes. They can. They can. You just gotta figure out the signing bonus, because again, the more signing bonus you make, it alleviates some of that cap hit. That's what people not understand. Seattle trades Russ and they take a 39 mil cap hit. They're not doing that, the lunatic. You know they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. Rue Glock. They didn't want Dak because they can't afford a defense. So what would they think would happen with Russ? Exactly. It'd be worse if you have Russell Wilson. But people not using common sense, Rue Glock. You have a young fucking quarterback. Dak Prescott is what's going on, Rosin? You got a young quarterback that's 27 years old, about to be 28. Or did he already turn 28? Either way, 27, 28, it doesn't matter. You still got a young quarterback with Dak that's still in his prime. Why the hell would you go and get an older guy? And I told you guys already, stop using Tom Brady as a measuring stick, because it doesn't make sense. Now you have 8 batteries in your truck. Oh, okay. See, I don't know. Like I said, I've never been in a semi truck, so well, I guess it makes sense. Y'all got 8 batteries. That's a lot of power that y'all run through the thing. And you're in Fresno. Fresno, was that California? Be careful out there on the road, man. When you get back to driving, though. But shout out to you, Truckers Life. Shout out to all the truckers out there, man. You guys are the MVPs, man. You guys get that stuff delivered, and y'all risk your life every day being on this road, with these crazy drivers and stuff like that. Because I heard a lot of horror stories and things like that. But shout out to you, Truckers Life. You from Compton, okay? So you out there and you're a West Coast guy. I got you. I've never been on the West Coast before, but I'm going to visit at some point. Russ got a pass when he was turning the ball over last year, losing games on turnovers. But when Dak does it, it's the end of the world. I know, right? When Dak does anything that any normal quarterback does, they up his ass all the time. What's going on, Deshaun? Yes, Dave Moore. Always good, man. Right, Reaper. He puts up 40 burgers. And not to mention, like I said before earlier in the stream, that he has a rapport with his receivers. That shit is important. You talking about Cedric Wilson as well. Not just the top 3, but he's got a rapport with Cedric Wilson. And I think that Cedric Wilson is, man, there's some ways that you could use him with Dak. Come on now. And then the leadership that Dak ensues, right? He alludes that you cannot teach leadership. Did y'all hear the issues that they were having with Carson Wentz? He's not coachable. Carson Wentz doesn't like when a coach coaches him too hard. Oh, he doesn't like to be coached hard. Oh my God. Oh, you want a quarterback like that? Hell no. Hell no. You don't want no quarterback like that. The fact that you got Dak, that Dak ain't said one, you ain't heard him say out his mouth one time, I want out of Dallas because y'all treat me like shit. He could, he got every right to say that right now, but he hasn't. I'm just saying. He'll be 28 in July, right? Still young, Ruglock. Still young. What's my honest to God opinion? The reason why they haven't signed him, bro? I beats the hell out of me. You do hazmat level sanitation chemicals. Ooh. Oh, so you have you got a special DOT license for, because I know you got to have a special DOT license to carry hazmat. So you making that money, trucker's life. I know that's right. Shout out to you, brother, out there carrying that hazmat chemicals. Because not every trucker is licensed for hazmat. So that part I do know. Russ will be 33 this year. Dak's turning 28. Exactly. That's all you need to know. Man, DraftKings got your blood pressure going up. One last matchup to see if I can finish first. And see, that I'm not even messing with that DraftKings shit because that'll piss me off. Especially now with COVID going on. You don't know who's going to do what, man. He will not get a long contract. But y'all keep talking about his injury, but his injury has nothing to do with anything. Have y'all seen Dak Prescott when he was with his girlfriend on the beach, walking in the sand just fine on that ankle? He'll be out. Gina, what up, Gina? Brady has more Super Bowl wins than we have playoff games in 26 years. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? If you look at the stats, Dak is actually top 3 in the league. He is. And I will say that Dak overall is a top 10 quarterback. He is. He's a top 10 quarterback. And even with lame duck ass Jason Garrett as our coach for the last decade, right? Dak Prescott is the most winningest quarterback since 2016, not named Tom Brady. Other than Tom Brady, Dak Prescott has the most wins of any quarterback since 2016. So with this shit that people keep talking about, Dak can't fit the bill, can't Dak. Only thing Dak hasn't done is gotten far in the playoffs and won a Super Bowl. That's all he hasn't done yet. Everything else he's done, he's set Cowboy franchise records. He's set NFL records. The guy is a true leader. These players will go to war for Dak Prescott. You can't teach that. So you're going to go and butcher your draft picks for later years, right? To go move up into the draft and get rid of Dak Prescott and get a young quarterback that's not going to come in here and do that. You're going to set your offense back. You don't want to do that. Dak is still improving, and if they always say Russ isn't highly liked in the locker room, well, ever since he married Sierra, you know, he don't give a shit no more. Why would he give a shit? He got Sierra. If I had Sierra, I wouldn't give a shit either. Noah Brown also, CeeDee Lamb 2.0. Yeah. That is if they still keep Noah Brown. We don't know. You said baby back, bitch. What? Leadership. Dak has led us to one playoff win. Too. Okay, so leadership. Do you know the definition of leadership, Jim? So when I'm talking about leadership, I'm talking about the fact that this guy is a stand-up individual on the field and off the field. Despite him being a contract stuff, his charity has donated so much for people that lost during the storm in Texas. He gives back. He controls this team. He controls this offense. The offensive line fights for him. These wide receivers fight for him. This defense fights for him. This team loves Dak Prescott. So when I say leadership, I'm talking about how he is with this team. I'm not talking about playoff wins. What the hell are you talking about? That ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. That's not the definition of leadership. When you win a game, as we know that football is a team sport, everybody has a play. And I know you just heard me say that we've had terrible coaching in the past, which is the reason why we haven't gone far into the playoffs. Jason Garrett is one of those coaches that he can get you probably to the playoffs, but his schemes never amounted to us in the past. I'm talking about. It never amounted us to make the necessary adjustments to win. This is the reason why they went and got Mike McCarthy. But the problem is you got Mike McCarthy now, and the Jones family got him handcuffed. That's like getting a chef, a personal chef, but then going out to get McDonald's. Why the hell did you get the chef? I would say Frank Reich may be able to get something out of Wentz. He might. That is because he knows Wentz. They're very, he helped him with his mechanics and things of that nature. Some of the flaws that he saw in his game and tried to help him with that. I think that, yeah, Frank Reich, but will it be enough though? That's the thing. Jones is better hurry up and sign Dak long term before Baker. Yeah, lunatic. We talked about that because Lamar Jackson is going to reset the wide receiver market when it comes to getting paid. So they better get off of that high horse and that bullshit they on. Dak put us in position to win more playoff games, but the D and coach stopped us. Exactly, Trucker's life. Tell Jalen that because obviously he didn't get it. Uh, that's the NFL year of material stuff. Yeah. What up, Jessica? What's going on? Right. Who built the football field in their backyard? Dak Prescott did. Who took all their wide receivers? Matter of fact, they're damn near the offense because the tight ends went too. To his house to practice in the offseason. Dak Prescott. You think Carson Wentz doing that? That's leadership. Hey, you're not lying, bro. Frank Reich is literally Carson Wentz's only option to help him. But you're absolutely right about that. I think that if it ain't for Frank, he wouldn't have went to the Colts because they traded him for a bologna sandwich with the red stuff around. You said even Daniel Jones said Wentz is a turnover waiting to happen. Damn, he said that. Shit, I didn't even know he said it. Um, hey, Britney Spears. You gonna have to stop using that fat boy term because I ain't fat. Especially because I've been working out tremendously since last season. Gina said, "Not the red stuff around it." Right. That's basically what they sold them for. They sold them for the bologna, not even a fried bologna, just the bologna with the red tape around it. That's it. The Guatney brand. That's what it is. Thank you, Jessica. Appreciate it. Yeah, I did lose a lot of weight, bro. When I tell you I've been working out like a mother, like I told when the last time I talked to Mark, I told Mark, I said, bro, next time you see me, I'm gonna be skinny as shit. Well, I'm never gonna be skinny because I got these broad shoulders. That's never going away. Like all this, I've been toning all this up. I've been toning all this up. Like I'm telling you, like I don't my stomach flat now. I'm proud of my progress. Proud of that shit. And these motherfucking guns, what? It's over, baby. It's over. Um, no, Lola, definitely not my friend. That's just a random individual that trolls now and again. Reaper, I'm telling you, it's hard, especially when you get over the age of 32. Because I'm 35, about to be 36 now, but like your I don't know what it is, like your levels, libido or whatever they call it, where um and your metabolism slows down once you get to your 30s and higher. So it's harder to lose weight. So yeah, Gilbert, we talked about that. Um, the having Jalen, I don't have no issue with Mark. I'm a grown ass man. I don't hold grudges. What free agent D tackle I like for the Cowboys? Nobody from the Panthers. I know that. Oh shit! Because remember Don Terry Poe? Remember how that transpired, bro? I'm gonna tell you right damn now. What you don't want, what you don't want, is bringing somebody like Don Terry Poe in here to fuck up your defensive tackle line. That's what you don't want. You don't want none of that. Oh, and Lola, just so you know, the Britney Spears person, that's actually a guy. But he comes in every once in a while, be trolling me. I don't know why he do that, but I want to know what he looked like. He called me fat for years, but I want to know what he looked like. Because normally when people troll like that, normally they don't look like shit themselves. It's a him. You said, "Damn, that probably means Stephen Jones getting somebody from Don't say Carolina. Don't say the Panthers." Um, I did. If you go back and look at my video, though, I did a video on the free agent defensive tackles that should be available for the Cowboys for free agency. So you can go back and look at that video and check it out. I talked about a lot of them. I don't remember all of them verbatim, but I talked about some of them on there, and ones that I like. Um, you said it's Noggin. He has many accounts. I don't even know who the hell Noggin is. You know what I'm saying, Shay? Like for real, Shay. He probably is. For real. He probably sitting there eating motherfucking Oreos, dipping them in milk right now, talking about something. Let me watch E2 right quick. Let me watch E2 while I'm dipping these Oreos on my fat ass. And he over there talking about, hey, E2, you fat boy. Fat boy. Why he eating Oreos and shit? Get the hell out of here. The lunatic. I told you, bro. I like right now. Like I really want defense. Either a cornerback or safety. Either or. You can't lose there. Now, if you get to a point where I don't know, because they're gonna have the lunatic. It's gonna be hard, bro. It's gonna be so many options for them. The only way they're gonna get Patrick Peterson, Kid Mega, is if he signs a veteran minimum contract for the Cowboys, maybe 1 or 2 year deal. But yeah, so if you're there at 10, the lunatic, the only thing that I would ever want an offensive tackle, if Panay Sewell there or or Slater, either or. They said that they're probably going to resign Gerald McCoy. They could probably get him back on a real easy contract. It shouldn't be an issue though. Chris Canty, you said he in his mom's basement proudly tells his mom that he's spamming E2 and asks if she's proud of him. Oh, shit. First of all, that's hilarious. That's funny as hell. Um, you you get an A+ for that one, Chris. That was funny as hell, bro. He said not the Oreos, bro. Yes, the Oreos. Probably eating Oreos in his mama's basement or attic, wherever. Or you could be like Philly 500 and be like, Britney Spears is ass. He's ass. Justin Jefferson is ass. Philly 500, ass. Carson Wentz, ass. Since they got rid of Deshaun Jackson, ass. Alshon Jeffrey, ass. Zach Ertz, ass. What you call it? What was his name that went to another team? What was that wide receiver's name? Nelson Aguilar, ass. Oh my god. Oh, Don Terry Poe, ass. No, Poe don't get a pass because Poe gave up. Poe don't live here no more. No, he says Dean back. What else? What else did 5500 say? He said Britney Spears Protoman ass. What? No. What's the other one? What he was talking about? What Philly 500 was talking about? Oh, the North Dakota assassin. Yeah, ass. That's why he's not on the team no more. Ass. Wasn't Aguilar a first? Right, he was trash on the Eagles, but played better with the Raiders. Ass. They said Philly 500 snapped today. What did he snap today for? Ass. No neck. Just no neck. Just the neck don't exist. He said Philly 500 needs help. Shout out to Philly 500 though. He's funny. But I get what he's a YouTuber, so he has to on his channel. He has to like say the right things, and he did a good. I got to give Philly 500 credit. He did his thing when they were asking him about the whole how he felt about the Carson Wentz thing. He said he's not on the team no more. He wish him luck, blah blah. But when he turned off the camera though, he might have cried. He might have. We don't know that part. We don't know. He might have went and cried to his mama. I don't know. He could have went and cried about it. But either way, it's ass. All right, so on to the next topic. Doug Peterson, ass. Who do we sign back? Cheeto or J. Lou or neither? Definitely a Woozier. If I had to choose, you could probably get them both back, but I think that the most important one would be a Woozier. You said the opposite of a giraffe. or no, Ruglock. An inverted giraffe. You know, when it goes inward. What is it? Concave. 5,500 and lost his mind. He always losing mind. You said Aguilar was balling with the Raiders. Yeah, he played good. No, I'm talking about Jack. I'm talking about when he was with the Eagles. He was ass. Dropping balls. Now I think about it, maybe it's because Carson Wentz wasn't throwing it accurately. Ooh, you know why? Because he's ass. Philly fan said Mike McCarthy is a big fat ass. I forgot I got Philly fans. I forgot I got Philly subscribers. Shout out to all my Philly subscribers. Look, it's no hate, man. Y'all already know I don't hate. I just laugh because it's funny. It's funny. Y'all know it's funny too. Philly fan, you know it's funny. Come on now. Y'all know it's all love until we play. Y'all know it's love until we play. Y'all know me. I'm not one to sit here and hate. I'm not a hater. That's one thing I've never been. Deshaun Jackson, ass. Deshaun Jackson is actually a really good ass wide receiver when he's healthy. But I don't know why they got rid of him. Like Deshaun Jackson started his career with the Eagles, left, went to Washington, came back. Ass. We just having fun. That's all it is. That's all it is. If you could bring back any Cowboys player in his prime and put them on a team, which player would you be? You mean like a player that's not currently playing in the league? Like you talking about like an old retired player? That's a good question. As far as defense, let's bring back Woody, Darren Woodson. We need something like that on the defense. I need to get side note, I need to get my son this table and chair set because he's in daycare and like he doesn't have like I guess I gotta check Amazon. Anyway, I'll do that later. Sorry guys, I had sidetracked. But Jackson was a Cowboy killer. He was. I gotta give him that. Deshaun Jackson, one smart ass, 3 games, got 20 mil. You know who was a thief? And he need to be arrested. Fucking Shady McCoy. I see why they call him Shady. Oh, shady ass. Shady stole 2 Super Bowls. He was on Kansas City's team when they won a Super Bowl last year. And then they snuck his ass to the Buccaneers and won a Super Bowl with the Buccaneers the very next year and ain't played 1 snap. Man, ain't that something? Those are good guys, Cantu. The lunatic, you could pick both because Haley's on defense and Allen's on offense. Lance Dunbar was underrated too, but he was also injury prone as well. You said they're gonna make a Netflix documentary on Shady. Those NFL players that stole Super Bowls and then were never seen from again. Larry Allen was a beast. Yes, he was. Too Tall Jones. No, it's not too like TWO, it's TOO. Like he's too tall, not too tall. You know what I mean, Justin? But I know what you meant though. You said he didn't even smell the field. I know, right? But then But then was the first one when the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl with his big headed ass, first one out there trying to touch the damn Lombardi trophy. A Negro, you didn't even play. Sit your ass back somewhere. Shit. Taco was on Kansas City IR this year. If they would have won, he would have gotten the ring. I know. But either way, the fact that Travaris Ward, Anthony Hitchens, Damian Wilson has a Super Bowl and went to back-to-back Super Bowls since they left the Cowboys, doing pretty well for themselves right now. Even though they lost in this last Super Bowl, they still did way better than any player that played for the Cowboys. Larry Allen was a robot. I don't think he was a real person. Because ain't no way you can. That boy was strong as hell. Strong. Yeah, Brew Glock, tell him, hit that like button. I normally would have stopped by now, but you guys are still here. So, hey, I'll keep going as long as y'all still here. Um, You said Philly been ass longer than that. I'm telling you, they have. If the what the fucks make the decent quarterback move. I like that. We're gonna have a battle with them for the division. Yeah, and if you talk the Washington football team, I'm gonna tell you right now, they are literally one good quarterback away from being a really good team because that defensive front that they have is nasty. Yeah, ass. Everything's ass right now. Ass. Yeah, and he plays well with the Chiefs, and this is the reason why we shouldn't have got rid of his ass. Yeah, bench press over 700 pounds. It was so heavy, the damn bar was bending. That shit, that's unheard of. Yeah, going up against Larry Allen, that's death. That's suicide. Yeah, Mo Claiborne, but no Mo Claiborne not on the team no more. He was on there when they won the Super Bowl, but he wasn't on there this season. He's a free agent. As laws say, ain't no party like Cowboys party because the Cowboys party don't stop. Hey, if Dak go to Washington, I will be sick to my goddamn stomach. I will be throwing up all day, every day. I do like Jason Garrett. I had an Italian sub, and I just threw it up. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I appreciate you in here, Lola, and I'm glad that y'all enjoying it. Right, all number one picks. You basically Washington football team took Alabama and they put them on a defensive line. But see, that's how you work your team. If you draft well for a couple of years, Ben DiNucci ass. I agree. now, 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 to Ben DiNucci's, to come to his, aid, I will say that they just kind of just threw him out there just without training, without proper snaps, without uh, preseason games and stuff like that. He didn't know what he was doing. You talking about you asking a guy from a division school team that doesn't play top tier talent in college to go to an NFL team and start for an NFL team. Good luck with that. Like Mike Nolan, Vasco, and I. Oh, right. You knew that it was over for Mike Nolan when he got the Tabasco in his eye. It's like, come on, bruh. You can't coach and you getting Tabasco sauce in your eyes during a Zoom call? Shit. Jason Garrett almost got the Chargers head coaching job, and it would have been a terrible hire. Washington has legit defense. Yes, they do, and that's what I've been saying. They're one quarterback away from being a really good team. That's it. That's the punchline. That's it. What time is it where I am? It is 10:37 where I am. And Lola, I know you're 3 hours behind me, so it's still a little early for you guys. Shoot, with me, I gotta go to bed soon because I gotta get up and go to work. But I definitely, appreciate you guys coming in this chat. I do, but I'm gonna stay on for a little bit longer because you guys are still here. It's 52 of you guys in here. Shout out to the 52 people in here. 52 people with 52 likes. Wow, I should screenshot that. But as long as y'all still here, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep it rolling. Xavier Woods ass, not the hot sauce in the eye. Of course, it makes sense. The Eagles finally won a real ring and moved that candy. Right? Remember that shit when they had the ring pop up there? That shit was hilarious. Now, to get since we're talking about Washington, right quick. I'm a nice ass. What the fuck does that mean, Philly? Explain yourself, Philly. But no. Well, now Washington, we talked about them getting a good quarterback, right? But they got Taylor Heineke, and I really like what I see with that young quarterback, Taylor Heineke. I think that if they play their cards right and they do him the right way, he can be their quarterback going forward. I think so. Oh, y'all better stop messing with Gina and Lola. I'm telling you, those are E2's thugs misses. Gina and Lola are my thug misses on my channel. They are. Don't mess with neither one. They will kick your ass thoroughly. All right. They from California. Don't play that shit. They will kick your ass California style. And that's it. You said fuck the Cowboys. So you just come in here and say that? That's cool. A pussy ass football team. Okay. I don't know who you are, but have good luck with that. You said Taylor Heineke is trash. I don't think he's trash. He went out there and played a really good game in the playoffs. I love when these trolls come in at the end of the night. They just love to do that. It's funny, and it's always on key too. I can literally already know when it happens. It's crazy. If Washington can find a way to trade for Deshaun Watson, my goodness. Hey, don't give him no ideas. Come on, King James. Don't give him no ideas, dog. Don't give them no ideas. That boy Antonio Gibson is the real deal for Washington. They got some players over there. Terry McLaurin, that's their saving grace in the wide receiver core too. First of all, I don't understand. Like when people troll, like who got time? who has time to just keep making fake pages over and over again? Like that shit is annoying. Like you said, Washington don't want to give up that many picks. That's true because they still learning from getting them picks for what's his name, RG Sizzle. RG Sizzle, that's what they used to call him because he used to cook them out there. But he ain't cooking no more. He I don't know. I think the Ravens let him go now too. And see, it's funny because Logan Thomas was the quarterback for Virginia Tech, and then they turned him into a tight end. Yeah, and so that's the thing, Lola. They say that all the time. That's the only thing they can say. Oh, y'all ain't won Super Bowl in 26 years. I don't give a shit. Look, look. It's a lot of teams. It's a lot of teams in the NFL that have not won a Super Bowl since the 90s or even earlier than that. So I don't want to hear that. We're here for fun and talk football. That's it. That's it. You know, we talk a little crap here and there, but we good. Hmm. Yeah, I know Jessica. I know he did. Philly fan. Now, bro, you already. Y'all lost Carson Wentz. Ass. Come on, bro. Like you can't like Philly fans. Like this is not the time for any Philly fans to have any type of conversation about anybody else being ass because you lost your quarterback that you spent all that money on. Yeah, right. The cowgirl fans, which that that shit is old. Like when I hear that, I just be like, okay, can we come with something new? If Sean Lee retires, who do you think Dallas will get to step in his role? They can just get a cheap ass veteran guy to come in. What is the probability that we sign Dak after the franchise tagging him? Do you think we feel now? I'm sorry, I meant to talk about that, but I got completely sidetracked, which is not a bad thing because you guys are engaged and I love it. Um, shit. Let me go back to it. I think that what they would do is if they don't have enough if they don't get enough so Dave if they don't get enough time to sign him before free agency starts, they might franchise tag him so they can have more time to work on a contract before the July deadline. You get what I'm saying? Like worried about your old no quarterback having ass. Definitely McCarthy. Don't run. Don't run. When Lola and Gina get to chasing you down, don't run. Don't run. Oh, you guys are wonderful. I love it. Don't run. Don't run, goddamn it. Don't run. You got to take that like a man. I got a feeling Jerry is somehow gonna screw this up. Man, let me tell you something. I hate to think that, but you might be right. See, that's the thing. I don't want Dak to start getting fed up. He's trucking like he's stupid. When he ain't strong, but he's strong. Strong. Um, if Dak leads the league in passing yards in 2021, will you take that? See, this is the thing. If you if Dak go out there throwing 40 burgers every game and they got him on a franchise tag, I'ma laugh because I'm gonna be like, that's what the hell y'all get. Not Dak not gonna sign a contract because he wanted a 4-year deal last year. Now he's probably gonna want that 3-year deal. But the less amount of years, the less likely you have to spread that money out throughout the years that you have it. So if you cannot get the money that you need, you're just sitting there looking like a damn like boo boo the damn fool. And then, you know, we don't like that. We don't like that. My ex-wife sent me pictures of my handsome son. I love my boy. I love my boy. Those of you that got young children, I know most of you guys in here got older kids, but yo, my son is just seeing him grow up is just wonderful. Like he's so handsome. Like he just um his auntie cut his hair and he's got like a little part in it. Like he like a big boy. Like he just every time I see him, it just a tear in my eye because it just watching him grow up is a joy. It's just wow. Whew, boy, that's my baby. It's my baby. But anyway, um, yeah, y'all know mm-mm-mm. It's hard when you can't see your kid every day, but when I do, I make it count. I swear I do. Yeah, I see that. Time passed by very quick. Like the fact that he's gonna be 2 in May already, and I feel like he was just born. Like uh, it's it's wild. And then he just be running around. He just shoot, 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 shoot. Oh, before I end the live, I did want to tell you guys. Oh, well, you said the restructuring. They could continue to do that, but you're gonna have to pay the piper back at some point. So they can do that. Oh, John, that's coming soon. Actually, that's what I was going to talk about. So I'm doing a private live stream on Sunday, guys. So those of you that are channel members and stuff, I'm doing my private live stream on Sunday. Um, I'm gonna put a message in the community tab tomorrow, so you guys can comment on it. You guys can let me know. I know Shay, you already sent me some topics. Um, let me know what topics you guys want to talk about in the private live stream. And this is like not non-football stuff. This is just we just talk about regular stuff. This is what we do with our private live streams with the channel members. And also too, as far as the merch goes, I'm still getting that together. But the channel members will see that first because what I'm gonna have is I'm gonna have matter of fact, I need to go now that you say something Saturday, I need to go get that. I got so much to do this weekend. I gotta go holler at my dude and see if he could get me some go ahead and get my promo stuff so I can at least show you my promo stuff so that way you guys can see where I'm going with it. You guys can let me know. So when you look at the promo, you can tell me you yay or nay, like you like it or if you don't like it. Give me some ideas of how to perfect it so that way when you guys purchase some of my stuff, it'll be exactly how you want it. You know what I mean? Because it's all about you guys. You know what I mean? It's all good, Rod. We still here. Jessica, you rolling out? Appreciate you. Appreciate you coming in. But yeah, so so I'm gonna put a message in the community tab so you guys can respond to it. Channel members for the channel members only. Like I said, let me know what you guys topics y'all want to talk about for Sunday. and whatever's a good time to do it. I know some of you guys are in California, so you're 3 hours behind me, so I have to take that into account too, not to do it too early, because I don't want y'all to be still asleep. You know what I mean? So it more than likely be early afternoon though, because I do have stuff to do later on in the evening on Sunday, because my wash and dryer broke, so I actually have to go to the laundromat. Never done that before, but that's gonna be interesting. But yeah. Um, Yeah, appreciate you, John. Yeah, I definitely want to get my stuff done because I want to wear my stuff when I go skating too. Because that's just what I like to call a rolling promo. Oh, and also too, guys, in the spring, channel members, you guys will get first dibs on that. As far as I'm also gonna start a second channel. My second channel is gonna be E2 Blue Reviews. I'll basically be reviewing food, cars, just anything. It'd be like a review channel, and probably reactions too. But I'm a hold that off to the spring because I got so much going on right now. So I'm trying to get the other stuff out the way before I get that done. But like I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you guys abreast so you guys can check out that as well. Um, I'll have to go stand with my sister and brother that lost their dad. No, no, Jessica, I'm doing the live stream on Sunday, not Saturday. I just said tomorrow I'm gonna put on the on well, tomorrow's Friday, so yeah. Yes, Dave. I was sitting there thinking about that. I was like, damn, I want to do it. Cause the reason what made me want to do it, Dave, when I did that Popeyes video, it had like 58,000 views, and I've never had any views that high. So I feel like, damn, if I just start another channel for a whole different fan base just to do that, I think that it'll help the channel as well. Because I still have this. I'm always gonna have this football channel. This is gonna be my channel. This is my main channel. But I'll do the reviews as well, so you guys will be able to follow that channel. But I'll let you know when I get that up and running and start putting videos on there and stuff like that. So. Go ahead and check out Kid Mega's IG, Kid Mega 14 for his gaming. Yeah, we gotta talk about that Kid Mega because I still, I gotta get my money up, man. Because I wanted to get I still haven't got the new Call of Duty yet or the new the NBA the NBA 21 because I was trying to wait for the PS5, but apparently the PS5 just disappeared like it's a mythical creature or some shit. Like they brought out two waves of it, then they just disappeared. So I don't know. I mean, I was gonna wait till my birthday in August to get the PS5 anyway, but whatever. Yeah, it was fire. A1 wanted to bite of that chicken. So yeah, he did. But Austin my son was like so young when I did that video. Like he was only like I want to say like 3 months. Like he was a baby. Like he don't look nothing. He don't even look like that anymore. He wasn't even walking yet. Then that's crazy. And at that time, I was still married at that time, so that was a while ago. um, but yeah, I'll keep you guys abreast what's going on. Um, yeah, it's like a unicorn. It definitely is. Well, yeah, good night, y'all. But yeah, I definitely will keep you guys just so y'all know, channel members. Just look out for the private live stream on Sunday. Let me know what you guys think. Some topics that you guys want to talk about, and we can just get it in on Sunday. Since there's no football, we can have fun with the private live stream. How about that? All right. So thank you guys for coming in tonight. I appreciate y'all support, the love that y'all give me on my channel. It's you know. I can't be more thankful. Um, you said yours is August 24th? Yeah, mine's August 3rd. Mine is always like at the start of the Cowboys training camp, which is why I kept trying to tell you I was trying to get to damn Thousand Oaks. But yeah. Um, any last questions, comments, or concerns, guys, before I end the live stream? But again, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for coming in. You guys are awesome. We had fun tonight. He's ready to play off, win a division, and our division rivals have a lot of quarterback issues. Yeah, and D. Lunatic, we talked about that. You said you got to take full advantage of that when you can. You definitely got to take advantage of that. When other teams in your division are not healthy, you got to take advantage of that and win. And I think that if we would have had a healthy Dak Prescott, we would have won 3 more games. You too, Jessica. Have a good night. Lola, thank you for coming in. Shout out Shay, Rue Glock. Shout out to all my channel members. Shout out to all my moderators, man. Love y'all. And until then, peace and hair grease, y'all. Y'all have a great night. Peace out.